Hey guys, it's Bedlam. So people have been talking a lot about this new brawler. I mean, if you've played the game, you already know Buzz Lightyear. He's been kind of terrorizing Brawl Stars a lot lately between his three forms. I mean, if you just look at my battle log, every single game basically has had at least one Buzz on one team or the other, and in some cases you might even have multiple Buzzes in one game. He's pretty damn strong right now. Like I said in my first impressions video, I haven't really been seeing much of the wing form, to be honest, because I think it's just not as good as the other two. Especially the Saber form in particular has been a lot stronger than actually I thought. I thought the laser one was going to be the most broken one, but no, it's Saber. Because the thing that I didn't notice was that the Saber form has a tank trait, which means when he takes damage, he actually charges his super, and this lets him get his first super a lot more easily and helps him cycle his super once he gets one, and it is just pretty fucked up. Also, this super, I said the actual radius of the super looked, you know, kind of small and stuff. Like, it's probably you have to kind of aim it, but that's not even necessarily true. I mean, you can auto aim this super a lot of the time and hit the brawler a good majority of the time. You should still manual aim it, obviously, when you get higher up, but like a lot of bad players, let's say, are able to abuse the Saber mode pretty efficiently just because of how good the auto aim is. But that being said, I actually don't think that the Saber mode or the laser mode are like uncounterable. As far as I can tell, they actually do have some counters that are pretty good. So in this video, we're just going to go over the top 5 counters for the Saber mode, since it is the most broken one. And if you guys want me to do another video on the laser mode, let me know. So let's just jump right into some games, starting from worst to best, and let's show you what these counters are. Alright guys, so starting off in the number 5 spot, we put Charlie. Now, I'm going to be honest, this might be a somewhat unorthodox pick. I mean, I could have just put her in an honorable mention instead, but like, I actually think she's actually kind of good against the Saber Buzz form, just because she outranges for one. She also got an HP buff kind of recently, which makes her a little bit stronger too. I hope our teammate stops being AFK. Okay, ignore the teammates, guys. Ignore the game, okay? You know, shit happens in trophies. But like, she honestly does like a pretty decent amount of damage up close, and she's really not that bad, especially with her cocoon. She has a lot of stopping power. Like here, I can just kind of stop the enemy Buzz from kind of killing me. Now for this, you know, to counter the Saber Buzz, I am going the cocoon gadget just because, you know, with spiders, they're just going to get swiped away. Looks like we honestly kind of got ran down, but I didn't do that bad, especially with the cocoon gadget. I was still able to kind of hold my own. It's just my teammates kind of collapsed. But yeah, with Charlie, I actually had a pretty decent win rate, I'm not gonna lie, above 1,000 trophies too, because my Charlie was at 1,000. Looks like they have a Meteoric Fame, Buzz, Saber on the enemy team. But yeah, I really think, like, look how nicely I outranged that enemy Saber Buzz, and although, you know, he did end up dying to the Saber Buzz, like Charlie's just really good right now. Okay, maybe not really good, but like, Charlie is like solid right now, honestly, with the health buff in this meta against Buzz. Her cocoon, like I don't know, like look, this Buzz can't just run me down. He can't really kill me like that, even though he hit a super on me, which normally is a death sentence for most brawlers. Now he did miss that one, which is why I lived. Fuck. Hopefully our Buzz can come in. Oh my god, and they passed the Frank the ball. But yeah, Charlie, like, I really do think like she's good. Like, she's actually good. Here, let's see. Looks like the Rico's going for some silly lineup here. Oh, fuck. Can we score this, please? Nice. Yeah, I mean, you're going to see Buzz a lot in Brawl Ball and stuff. And Charlie, I think she's honestly pretty good in this mode right now. Especially into other tanks as well and other kind of tank counters you're going to see in Brawl Ball. She's honestly pretty solid. So, yeah, give Charlie a try. Let me know how it goes. You know, listen, no promises, but I think she's kind of underrated now with her health buff. Let's jump into the next one. Alright guys, and so for the next best brawler to counter the Saber Buzz, we have RT. RT honestly has historically always been kind of like a really solid tank counter with this, like, his split form mainly, but also he's as a support, he also like helps take out a lot of the enemy brawlers with his damage mark. But now with his like out of line gadget, or is it inline gadget? I don't really know. I probably could have used my super there to kill him, huh? I'm not the best RT either, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, with this gadget where you can just get your super for free instantly, you can kind of just like kill people like that would dive in normally, that would normally beat you. There's just like, yeah, I don't even need the help of my legs to deal the damage, right? Like, even just with my head alone, I can finish off a Saber Buzz. Especially if the Buzz tries to like dive in or anything, I can just super and kill him. Like, there's a lot of really great options to kill a Saber Buzz, like just with RT, and it's honestly really good. The one thing that I will say though that is Let's see if we can get nice, and we kill the Buzz there. You do have to kind of, you know, hit your shots with RT if you do want to play him. He's another brawler that's like honestly kind of hard to play, and he's a brawler that's honestly kind of hard to play. But there you can see like we're honestly doing really good to take out these Saber Buzz. Enemy Saber Buzz hasn't gotten that much value, but I think he has a super, which means he can just kind of jump in and like do some silly shit. I think. Yeah, there he comes, and then you just take him out like that. Boom, right? RT, honestly really solid into Saber Buzz. See if we can score this goal. Nice, huge. He might suffer against some of the other brawlers in like Brawl Ball and stuff, so like if you're ever playing against like, you know, some tank counters or like random shit, I don't really know what you might see, but he might not do the best into some other brawlers that you might see in Brawl Ball, but overall though, against Saber Buzz in particular, he definitely like collapses booty cheeks without a question. No lube, so yeah, give him a shot in your games if you want a really free Saber Buzz counter, and let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, so for the number 3 spot, it's kind of similar to RT. It's Griff. He's another kind of pretty solid tank counter just because of the amount of sheer damage he can output, and recently Griff in particular got a pretty nice buff to his super damage, which means Griff honestly really, like, he shreds a lot to enemies that get right up to him and kiss him on his lips, because Griff's, I think his super can do like 8,000 damage if someone is right on top of him, right? Like that is, or like maybe even a little bit more, like significantly more than 8,000, I can say that, because you can, I've had moments where like a Saber Buzz jumps on me and I just one-shot him, basically, almost. That game was really fast. But yeah, as I was saying, I think his super up close will do like over 8,000 damage, and Saber Buzz has like 9,000, so, you know, if someone like, if he gets like tapped a little bit, he'll just die instantly. On top of that, Griff's regular damage is also, why did my attack go there? It's also honestly just really solid in terms of the damage output, and he outranges too, so like there, I even somehow killed that laser Buzz. I don't even know how that happened. Like Griff, honestly, he's pretty damn good now. I am starting to see the light for a lot of those Griff mains that have been kind of standing him for a while, but he is pretty solid, plus he has that healing star power too that makes him a little tankier than he might seem. Yeah, it's just, at range too, his super does a shit ton of damage, and if you can hit a bunch of enemies grouped up at the same time with his super, he can kind of cycle his super, just like spamming out damage, absolutely shredding people. Like these Buzzes just got completely fucked. Not gonna lie, they couldn't do anything. Actually, I don't know if they, like, I don't know what it is with Griff, but like, especially on maybe it's just this map or something, Griff just feels really strong. Like, he's been shredding a lot in my games that I've played him, and he just absolutely has been fucking people up. Now, maybe it's because I'm feeling really good on the Griff in terms of aim. You do have to manually aim your shots with Griff. Don't just spam auto aim unless you're like right up to someone. Even then, it's like, it can be kind of sus if they're like mid-range. But yeah, Griff can do a shit ton of damage per attack, and it is actually really scary to be facing a Griff, especially if you are playing the Saber Buzz. I did push my Buzz to like 1,000 trophies before, and Griff was one of those brawlers where if I was facing him, I know like, okay, I can't just run in. I think the Saber Buzz quit. He looks like he's a bot. Like, I can't just run in and... What the fuck? Okay, I don't know what happened. You can't just run in right on a Griff. He's going to shred your shit. He's going to dress you down. He's going to take your lunch money. He's going to spit in your face, and he's going to burn your house down, kill your whole family. You know, commit acts of terrorism and violence, as Griff does. So, yeah. The amount of damage Griff can just fart out is absolutely deadly. Be on the lookout for Griff if you want to counter the Saber Buzz. Or if you're playing Saber Buzz and you're going to face a Griff, switch lanes. And yeah, that's going to be it for me on the Griff. Let's jump into the next brawler now. Alright guys, so for our second best Saber Buzz counter as far as I am concerned, we have Darryl. Now, Darryl is... I think he got nerfed. I actually don't really remember what his nerf was, but he's still pretty good in Brawl Ball and a lot of maps and stuff. And he's really useful against the Saber Buzz in particular because he can just kind of dive on him and just take him out so fast. Darryl has a lot of really nice bursts because he's a shotgun brawler. And he also has a knock-up too with his super if he can pull it off against walls and stuff, which it's a little tricky to do, but if you're a good Darryl, you'll be able to do it. And yeah, I've honestly had a lot of success just like running the Darryl to take out the... Oh, come on. I shouldn't have wasted my shot. I didn't think I would kill him with that hit. Nice, our Fang can still score. I've had a lot of success with the Darryl on countering Saber Buzz. I'm honestly, with the shield too, I'm not even really that afraid of just diving in on him sometimes and just taking that fight to his face. Like, I'll just win that. I don't really know how... Like, because it's also really hard for the Saber Buzz to hit me with his super because I'm such a mobile target. Like, I don't really know... Like, look, the Saber Buzz is honestly running from me. I think if I hypercharged, maybe I could have done more there. That was my bad. Not a great super for me. But yeah, like, Saber Buzz really does struggle to defeat Darryl. And I think we just got scored. Oh, he missed. Huge. And I think Darryl is going to be one of the best counters to Saber Buzz. I have not really struggled at all against a Saber Buzz when I play this brawler. So let's see if we can hopefully win this game. Let's use a hypercharge super here maybe to get... I don't really have the ammo, but like look, this Saber Buzz just doesn't really do... He just doesn't really do much to me because of the help of the shield. He just does like a lot less damage. Darryl also has almost 11,000 HP right anyways. And I just shredded a Fang who supered on me and tried to get on my face. So yeah. Darryl has a lot of mobility, so he can kind of chase down the Saber Buzz if he ever tries to like go in and stuff. Let's see if I can get the knock up and score this. Nice. Big goal. Yeah, I don't know. What can I say? It's Darryl. Look at that Saber Buzz. Did not have the best performance against me, and you know, there's a reason why I put this at number 2. So yeah, if you guys are pretty comfortable on the Darryl, be sure to try picking him up in your ladder games to try and stave off against all these Saber Buzzes out there. Let's jump into the final best number 1 counter brawler that I think is the best into Saber Buzz. Alright guys, so for the number 1 best Saber Buzz counter that I can find, it's Lu. Lu recently got I think it's like almost a 20% reload speed buff, and that has absolutely broken this brawler in half. It is so fucking broken. I cannot get over how insanely strong Lu is right now. He's obviously, you pick him a lot in hot zone and stuff too, but like, guys, Lu is just really good right now. Looks like that Saber Buzz went for them instead. I've just been cycling super so insanely a lot. I don't know. Oh no, I do a Rico. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to buff Lu's reload speed by this much. Maybe because they're giving him a really cool Cartman skin, and so they're like, oh yes, if we make him absolutely insane, people will maybe feel more inclined to buy the skin because he's so usable. I don't know, just look at that Saber Buzz dove me. I'm like, oh fuck, I went out of position. That's so bad. But I would have killed him if I didn't fuck up like that. The big thing about Lu too, especially in a game mode like Brawl Ball, is because there's so many tanks and stuff that people are going. Dude, the Rico's have been fucking my ass this whole time. It's really nice because Lu can generally do really well into the whole enemy team, not just the Saber Buzz. Let's see if the Saber Buzz is gonna go in here. Let's see if we can get a nice hypercharge super here. Got a huge double stun. Wow, that was a fatty. But yeah, Lu will generally do really good against the other brawlers on the enemy team, not just the Saber Buzz. But this enemy team right now looks like they have a Mo for whatever reason. And yeah, with Lu, if you don't know, you just kind of spam your gadgets and you get a kill like that. And you cycle another super because Lu just has infinite reload speed. If I used my gadget there, I would have stunned the Rico and he wouldn't have blocked that goal. So I honestly could have just won the game outright if I was playing better. Let's see if the Saber Buzz does not go on me. And yeah, here we have another super again. I wasted that, not my best super. If I had it here, I could have hypercharged. But because I just have so much reload speed... Oh fuck, I died! No! How did the Mo kill me there? I was gonna say because I have so much reload speed, I can just get another super, which I did. But my hypercharge super did not come out, and I don't know if my teammates can score this, but they can. So yeah. Let's jump into another game, because I feel like I didn't have the best performance on Lu, and trust me guys, this brawler is so fucking good. Alright, nice. We're facing a Mortis and a Juju. I actually haven't seen Juju that much. Let me know if you guys are seeing Juju a lot right now, because I've not really been seeing much of that brawler. Maybe because of a certain Saber Buzz that's been in the meta. We really are in the midst of a Buzz Stars meta for real. Here, we just kind of get the... I didn't even need the freeze, but... Oh, another thing too that Lu has. His star power, the better one is the one that reduces the enemy's damage. That shit is so fucking annoying too. It's to the point where sometimes if someone gets away with a max freeze bar, doesn't even feel like they got away, because like they're just still gonna they're just gonna be totally useless because they do like so little damage. It's better for them to just, sometimes if you're playing against the Lu, it's better just take the freeze and just die, or get it marked and stuff, because it's miserable to play with a decreased damage with the Lu freeze. And yeah, here we're up against a Mortis, Darryl, and Saber Buzz. So this should honestly be one of Lu's best games, and I think you guys are going to see just how, check how often I can cycle these supers as long as you hit your shots. Lu's shots are, in theory, kind of harder to hit, because I think in terms of projectile size, they're about as thin as Gray's or RT's shots are, so it can be a little tough to hit them, but if you get a little practice in, it's not so bad. And yeah, best build is with the reload gear too, to help you... Oh shit. Oh no. Oh man. Reload, not the reload, the epic gear, the supercharged one, just because it'll help you get your supers faster by like a projectile, which can be pretty impactful. Looks like the Saber Buzz is going on me. Unfortunate. You know, with Saber Buzz, like if you dive on someone, there's not really that much you can do, but it looks like our bull did a really nice job of clearing the ball here. They can't score this because I have my hypercharge though, so it doesn't really matter. And even if this guy does go on me, it's not like he can do anything. He doesn't have the HP. And yeah, here I already have my super again, so this Morse is going to dive on me and probably kill me there, but I should get the trade at least by freezing him back. And I wonder if my teammates can score this ball. No, it doesn't look like it. And yeah, Lu, I know I'm dying a lot, maybe a little more than the other brawlers on this list, but I really do think Lu is just that bro is so broken. I don't see how this brawler is not going to get insanely nerfed eventually. Let's freeze this Darryl here and just get the kill on him. The reason why I'm just kind of throwing these supers out so liberally and spamming my gadgets is just because doing so will help me cycle another super. Like, I'm already a projectile away from getting a super. I had a second hypercharge there that game. Like, this brawler, guys, it's just... Blue is just disgusting. Pick up the skin if you want to, but it's 200 gems, which is why I haven't bought it, because I am a gem peasant. So, yeah, those are the 5 best, as far as I'm concerned, Saber Buzz counters. Just for some honorable mentions, because I think there are a lot of brawlers, honestly, that do pretty good into Saber Buzz. Low-key, I consider putting Melody in the top 5. Now, the reason that I ended up not doing so is just because I think if a Saber Buzz has super and can dive on the Melody and like catch Melody without her super or with her note set up, she can definitely go down pretty easily to Saber Buzz. But the main thing is, if you are a really good Melody and you know how to play Melody, especially with her hypercharge, even with the super charge rate nerf that Melody got, I think she's still really strong and can pretty much take out a Saber Buzz kind of comfortably if you have good movement with the super. Maybe I'll do a Melody guide, let me know if you guys want one. El Primo also kind of gets a little bit of an honorable mention just because he also has a super where he's invulnerable to taking damage, and his super knocks back enemies in like an AoE. So he's actually pretty good, and he has more HP, so he's hard for a Buzz to just kill straight up. You also have your gadget to throw Buzz away if he tries to get on you. I don't think he's top 5 material just because he doesn't have the range to really like beat out a Saber Buzz without his super, but I think he's still pretty good. Shelly is another brawler who's pretty solid as far as I'm concerned. The only thing is that if a Saber Buzz has super, like, they can kind of kill Shelly. If they kind of like keep their distance, they can also take Shelly out kind of. But if Shelly like utilizes her Clay Pigeons gadget pretty well and has good aim with that, and also I prefer the slow star power. If you can land a slower or super on a Buzz, you can kind of auto aim them down and take them out pretty simply. Maisie is another honorable mention brawler. There's a few of these, just because Maisie can 3-shot Buzz now with the recent damage buff that she got, but it's kind of hard to hit shots on a mobile brawler like Saber Buzz, because Saber Buzz does have very fast speed. I am bad at Maisie. I'm not that good at aiming with Maisie. But if you can practice the Maisie and get good with her, she can do a lot of good work against Saber Buzz, especially with her budget Saber Buzz gadget, the Disengage gadget, where she has a dash too that also stuns them, so that can kind of help dodge Saber Buzz super slams and stuff and like kind of get out of his range if she needs to. Maisie is pretty solid, but if you miss shots, obviously you're gonna do pretty shit. Otis is another brawler that I considered putting on the top 5. It's good, but the issue is with Otis is he can still die to Saber Buzz with super, and also Saber Buzz's attacks come out so fast that sometimes you can get like supered and then 2-shot before the mute even takes effect, even if you have it on you. Just because of the way that like when the mute happens, it doesn't cancel the current attack, it only mutes the subsequent inputs. And so if a brawler already has an attack animation happening, like Saber Buzz's swing, the mute won't stop that attack, which means Otis can honestly get fucked sometimes and just ran down by a bunch of Saber Buzzes on the enemy team. And finally, for the last hear me out honorable mention, we have Surge. I honestly expected this to be a lot better of a counter than it was in my games. The main thing with Surge, I think, is just, you know, he did get his HP nerfed by kind of a lot, 600 in health in this recent update. He didn't struggle against Saber Buzz, I will say that. He struggled a lot against the Saber Buzz's teammates, just like getting pinched out a lot by the enemy team. It's really hard to just get the value with Surge that you used to, it felt like. And especially because Surge doesn't 3-shot Saber Buzzes, he needs at least 4 hits, whether that's with a mixture of his super damage or his basic attacks. And so you need to hit all your shots with Surge, or at least utilize your reload gadget really smart. And if the Saber Buzz has his super, like, it's you know, if they use it from like off your screen and teleport on top of you and slam your face into the curb, it like you might just straight up lose that. Like there's not really much you can do in terms of you need really good reaction speed or you need a really good prediction. Yeah, Surge does outrange Saber Buzz though, which is really nice, but I don't know. It didn't feel as strong as maybe it should have, as I expected for a top 5 brawler, so that's why I didn't put him in the top 5. But Surge is really good too, maybe even better than Charlie. I don't really know. Those are my Saber Buzz counters. But yeah, that's gonna be for me, guys. Let me know if you have a brawler that you think I missed or that I didn't really point out. I think my picks are pretty solid, but these are just what I personally found, so maybe you have a secret pick. Is Sam secretly the best Saber Buzz counter? Let me know. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say I love your socks today. They're looking pretty cute, pretty silly, absolutely splendid fit to your outfit. Make sure you keep your feet warm. It is getting colder out there. Take care, guys. I love you. Goodbye.